Hi there. I'm really excited and anxious about this video I'm about to do because it regards a very big and heavy parcel. This is it. It's come all the way from Texas. It's very heavy. Texas via San Francisco, actually. So this parcel came from my sister, and it actually has what's left of my record collection. So I can't believe it. She contacted me out of the blue and just said flat out, I got your records. And I was like so blown away because I've always wondered what happened to them because after I left the United States to work overseas, it kind of went lost for about 30 years. No one knew what happened to it. She actually grabbed most of my records and included it with her records. That whole collection, hers and mine, actually went into storage when she moved away. While it was in storage at her friend's place, it sustained a lot of damage, unfortunately. It was in storage for 30 years. She did tell me that a lot of my records were too far gone to even salvage. So I accept that now, but at least I know what happened to them. So she actually said, I'll post you these records to the UK. But I said absolutely not because it would have cost a lot of money to send it because it's very, very heavy. I asked her to post it over to San Francisco. I have a friend who travels to the UK quite a bit for work. And I knew that this friend was going to be coming out to Oxford University to attend some conference. She kindly offered to bring it over for me. She's a frequent flyer and her luggage allowance is very generous. So she was able to bring it over free of charge. She just got it bunged into the cargo hold and that was that. And she gave me a ring and said, hey, I'm here. Come and collect your parcel. That's what I did. And I buzzed over there to Oxford University and collected the parcel. So here it is. So I'm just going to grab these records out and just kind of show you. And it's kind of like meeting long lost friends, but I don't know who's going to show up to this gathering. So here we go, okay? My sister said some of these, the album sleeves were too damaged, but she was going to send the records, some of the records anyway, because these might still be okay. So I'm just gonna put a batch. So Purple Rain, you can see the sleeve is pretty far gone, but that's okay. It's, you know, it's just kind of nice to see it anyway. And the record, it looks okay, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to just clean up and see if it's even worth keeping, I think. Wow, okay. Heaven 17, this is really, really, you can see all the water damage there. But anyhow, it's still good to see. I remember Heaven 17, Let Me Go, that song. I actually wrote my name on the record labels. And I don't remember doing this, but my sister said, you know, I know the ones that are yours because I had written my name on the actual record label. So, okay, Pet Shop Boys, 45 maxi single, One More Chance and West End Girls. Paul Young, the sleeve is pretty damaged, but that's okay. I paid $2.50 for this. Still has the price tag on there. Yeah, Love of the Common People and Come Back and Stay. Then you got the Commissar by Falco. I'm a big Falco fan, so it's great to see this. Right, let's just have a look. The record looks actually okay. Then I've got the maxi single 45 Take On Me, Aha. And then I've got also ABC's Vanity Kills. I'm gonna grab a stack here. Right, okay. Wow. Sparks. Still in the shrink wrap. I paid, it's got the price tag on here, $7.99. I bought from Tower Records. Isn't that great? Wow. So it's called Music That You Can Dance To, and I know from watching the documentary about Sparks that their record label was telling them, look, can you produce some music that people can dance to? And they took that literally and used that as a song and did a song that the record label wanted that would be more commercial. So they were kind of taking the piss with this, but it's a great album. It's fun, and the song is good. Okay, wow, Art of Noise. I'm a big fan of Art of Noise, so here I paid $7.49. Moments in Love. It's got there, it's still in the shrink wrap. And that Moments in Love song is played in a lot of commercials and ads, and yep, I've got my name written on the label there. can't believe it. But it's there. I don't even recognize my handwriting. So you got B-52s. Sleeve looks okay. Album cover looks okay. Sparks in Outer Space. I paid $5.44 for this. My favorite song on here is Popularity. So I actually have two copies of this. I bought them as replacements when I was trying to rebuild my record collection. So it's still, all the same, it's still great to see. Yeah, I always left the shrink wrap on because I always thought, that's a good way of protecting the record. The Beat. So in America, they were marketed as the English Beat, or outside the UK because there was another band called The Beat. But I'm a big fan of this ska band, Beat. A lot of you probably know the story. Then they split up, and then band members went and formed Fine Young Cannibals and General Public. So this is great. It doesn't come with the original inner, but that's okay. The record looked pretty good, and I've got my name written on the label. So Boomtown Rats. Still in the shrink. I paid $8.99 from Tower Records. I just do wonder how much that is in today's money. Here, Tears for Fears. I paid $5.49 for this. Still in the shrink wrap. Flashdance. It's a good soundtrack. Big damage there, but that's okay. It's alright. Eddie and the Cruisers, original music soundtrack. So, I'm really happy to see this. The Vandals. Does anyone remember the Vandals? I think they're LA group, and they are fantastic. I first heard their song Lady Killer on The Quake. I think 96.5 or 97.5 FM. It was like on the Alex Bennett show. Station played indie, new wave, alternative music. And I just love that song, Lady Killer, because please Google it and have a listen to it because it's really fun. And when they play it, the dance floor is full. It's a dance floor filler. But not only that, people did slam dancing when they heard this song. So when you get on the dance floor, people would slam into you and hit you and elbow you, but it was all part of the fun. But then at the end of the song, you would probably get like a bruise or two, because the song was so fun and people were really getting into the moment. So yeah, the Vandals. I'm so looking forward to listening to this. So I'm gonna check that out properly. Like Kraftwerk, Electric Cafe. So this is not in the shrink wrap, but the album sleeve looks good. Spandau Ballet. I paid $5.99 for this one. Still in the shrink. Yeah. So it doesn't look warped either. I'm really impressed. Okay, so Madonna's debut album. I'm a big fan of Madonna's early stuff. And this is still in the shrink wrap. I'm just going to see. Still with the original inner sleeve. So I remember exactly where I bought this. This is from Rasputin's. I remember it so well. So I got this at Rasputin's. I can't remember how much I paid for it. Let's have a look quickly. There's another stack. Elvis Costello, Best Of. There. Got Madonna again, Like a Virgin. So it says I paid $7.99. And I can't believe it. I actually put the receipt of where I bought it inside the shrink. So it says here, I got this from Rainbow Records, Hillsdale Mall on April 25th, 1985. I think Hillsdale is out in San Mateo, if I'm not mistaken. So San Mateo or Palo Alto, I can't remember. But this is a great album. Still in the shrink there. The Romantics. I don't remember having this in my collection, so I'm looking forward to rediscovering this one, The Romantics. So okay, Propaganda, A Secret Wish, the album. So I must have got this on sale because it's got a red dot on there, and it says I bought this in October 1985 for $4.49, and I noticed it's got a hole punch on there, so this must have been an import. It's a great 80s indie band, alternative band. Right, Gang of Four. I love Gang of Four. So I bought this for $5.99. Okay, and still in the shrink. And I love the song. I love A Man in a Uniform. It's really a fun song. Very cool, very cool. Wow, Devo, Freedom of Choice, still in the shrink. And then I've got here Chris Isaak, there. So it's got a little bit of wear there, but it looks okay. I still have the original inner sleeve there. So Chris Isaak, he's what I call a local boy. So he's from Stockton, San Francisco Bay Area, and I remember seeing him perform in clubs in Berkeley and San Francisco. And then the rest is history. You know, he became so big. So it was really it's a great memory to know that, to see him when he was starting off. Right, yes. Upstairs at Eric's. This is a great song, album, because dance clubs, they played Situation and Don't Go all the time. B-52s, Whammy. There you go, and yeah. So I don't remember having this in my collection. So Sheena Easton, Best Kept Secret. I paid $4.50 for it. And then you got U2, War. Great album. There. So, well, Echo and the Bunnymen, Songs to Learn and Sing. So this is still in the shrink wrap. I love the song Never Stop. I think that's one of my favorite Echo and the Bunnymen songs. Right, let's just grab another stack here quickly. Try to do this quickly. Red Rockers. And Do They Know It's Christmas? We all know this one. So I paid $5.69. So I have so many copies of these. I think I have like 4 other copies of this, the 12-inch single, as well as the 45. While I was rebuilding my record collection, I would see, you know, I'd hit the charity shops in the UK, and I would see this there for nothing. And so I'd buy it. And, you know, Christmas time, I actually display it. I put it in a little frame, and I have it as part of my Christmas decorations, because I just love the artwork. It's a great song too. So, compilation album, debut German compilation album, new wave double LP. Comes with a booklet, and Susie and the Banshee, Alphaville, Ice House, Modern English, Icicle Works, Falco, and so many more. It's just awesome. So the booklet is all in German. So I don't speak German, but maybe I'll get my friends to help me out there. Okay, so Sound of Today is a double album there. Maxi single, Talking Heads, And She Was. So I paid $3.99 at Tower Records. So this is still in the shrink, and it's not warped or anything. So, but look at the artwork. Isn't it wonderful? I just love this. Love the artwork. Art of Noise. So I paid $6.99, Tower Records. I'm kind of glad I left the price tags on there, because it's kind of nice to know like what I paid for it, and what I'm wondering what it's worth today when you calculate inflation. So what would we be paying for this album today? So I'm gonna check that out later on. Madame Butterfly 45, Malcolm McLaren's. I love that song, and I have the Malcolm McLaren Fans album. I have like 2 copies of that. I also have the Madame Butterfly maxi single as well. It's fantastic. The artwork is fantastic, and what a great song. And I'm a fan of Malcolm McLaren's because I find him to be really experimental, avant-garde, and kind of ahead of his time, and I find him to be similar to kind of Ryuichi Sakamoto. And he does a lot of collaborations, and then very experimental. He's not afraid to try new things, and sometimes some dialogue in his songs too. Frankenstein and Other Rock Monsters. I guess this is apt to see this again, especially with Halloween around the corner. So it says here I paid $3.50 for this album. Oh, I love these guys. China Crisis. So I actually I haven't found a replacement album, and I'm so happy to see it here and get my original back, because I love the songs Arizona Sky and Best Kept Secret. You know, I have the CD, and I have a couple of their other albums on vinyl. This is the original one that I have, so it's kind of like welcoming back a long lost friend, isn't it? So hopefully the vinyl's okay. So here's a UB40, Little Bag of Rhythm, yeah. So just in case if people aren't aware, UB40 actually means Unemployment Benefits Form 40. I guess in America it's like applying for welfare, and then that's the name of the form. In the UK it's Unemployment Benefits and then it's Form 40. So I didn't learn this until recently. It's got the original image sleeve there. My name on the record label, and actually the record looks in pretty good condition. There you go. So I'm really happy with that. So far so good. Here's a note, hang on, for my sister. It says, enjoy, lots of memories here. How apt is that? Just a big nice note there. I'm going to keep that. Okay, this is the last batch, right? Compilation, romantic songs. It's in that really hard plastic sleeve. I'm going to remove that. Cold cut, what's that noise? Okay, still in the shrink. I paid $4.99 for this. The artwork's beautiful. I don't remember having this. Buddy Holly and the Crickets, 20 Golden Grades. I don't remember having or buying this, but I must have. It's got my name on the record. Okay. And then American Gigolo. Wow, oops, it's falling apart. So you can see all the damage there. I think that this one looks a little bit too far gone. Okay, these don't have any album covers on there, so I'll just go through it quickly. 9.5 Weeks soundtrack, Pretty in Pink, The Wanderers soundtrack, No Small Affair soundtrack. I don't remember that movie. The soundtrack to Emmanuel, the movie, French movie. She Sells Sanctuary by The Cult, Alphaville, the maxi single for Forever Young. So that's it. I'm really happy because out of the batch, you've got these that they look pretty good. So welcome home. I'm really chuffed about this. It's so heavy. I'm gonna put it here. So I've got one stack that I'm not sure if I should keep or not, because the condition, they look a bit too far gone. So what would you do? Would you keep it, or I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this, but I hope you enjoyed this unboxing, and for me it's great. I'm experiencing some closure here because I had always wondered, and now I know what happened to my collection. You know, I'm just really happy to see all my old friends, and regardless of their condition. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and do drop me a comment what you think about this, or whether or not you would keep the bashed up vinyl or not. So I'll be really interested to hear what you think about that. Thanks for joining me.